What's up, everybody? Steven Story back at it again. Uh, I'm gonna let everybody get in here for a bit. All right, and then once a few people get in, we'll go ahead and start this community question and answer. Right. So the main thing I wanted to get done tonight was I wanted to answer some questions. We got hurricane season coming up. Well, it's hurricane season now, right? So we want to be prepared, and I want to give you all just some more pointers, right? I want to be able to give everybody as many pointers as possible. How we're going to do this tonight, as you all start to enter, as y'all make y'all's comments, I'll answer your questions. Okay. So I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes. All right. We give about 5 minutes for everybody to kind of come in, and we'll be starting everything. We'll be starting our call for the night. Also, if as we wait, you can always hop in and start asking questions. Okay, so I know some of y'all are gonna watch this on a replay, and that's fine. If you're watching on a replay, just skip ahead a little bit. All right. Appreciate everybody who came on already. And if y'all hear some background noise, I'm making some oxtail, so oxtail's got to boil. I'm in the kitchen right now, but yeah. Today is community question and answer. Jackie, what's up? Brian, what's up? If y'all would comment, where are you watching this from? Let me know where y'all watching this from. What part of the country y'all in? And also, I want to kind of explain the email too. So we'll be going over that tonight as well. I'm going to give you all a few minutes. Okay. Austin, Texas. I have worked in Austin, Texas. They got some good tacos out there. I lived in New York. I've worked in Birmingham. I worked all over Florida. Let's see what else we got in here. My couch. Oh yeah, I know where you at. I have worked out there. Where you at? Catalactica. Let's see, Atlanta. I've been deployed in Atlanta. Yeah, I've worked a lot of places, by the way. I worked in Atlanta. How many deployments I had in Atlanta? Four deployments in Atlanta. Johns Creek, Sandy Springs, Marietta. I think I had Sandy Springs again. Cincinnati. Never worked in Cincinnati. What is up? What is up? What is up? Guys, we got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Jackie, what part of New York? I was living in Brooklyn. Last year was a big flood. They were deploying out there in New York City last year. I appreciate everybody hopping on. Thank y'all for hopping on. We got 2 minutes or 3 minutes, I'm sorry, before we get into this. Just letting everybody get in here. If you are just now joining, let me know where you're watching this from. All right. Long Island, East End. Never been that far into Long Island. I was out there in Fort Greene, right there by the C train. I was close to, like right down the street from. I was close to Williamsburg. I could walk to Williamsburg from my place when I was living out there in Brooklyn. So yeah, one thing about me, guys, like because I started pre-pandemic, right? Because I started pre-pandemic, a lot of adjusters, we used to travel all the time, right? We didn't have any, there were no remote options, especially for new adjusters. And so we had to go everywhere. Alabama does have a hard adjuster exam. And I did work in Mobile, Alabama. I worked in Mobile, Alabama 3 times. Bro, I was supposed to work in California with you, and I got a call to go to Florida. And I was like, yo, I'm going to Florida. Screw this. I'm not doing that wildfire stuff. If you're just joining, please let me know where you are watching this from. Yeah, Mobile, Alabama. Y'all got some good food out there in Mobile. A lot of fried food. Some good seafood. I think is overrated. The seafood in Mobile, Alabama. It's all right. I think, it's overrated. Baltimore. Never worked in Baltimore, but I got to kick it there a few times. I was working out in Frederick, Maryland, so it wasn't a far drive for me to get to Baltimore. I kicked it out there and had some Old Bay crab and shrimp and all that stuff. Houston actually just had a random Storm tornado watch. Yeah, I was working out in South Houston. I worked in South Houston. I did Hurricane Harvey there twice. I did auto for Hurricane Harvey. There were something like 500,000 claims, auto claims during that time. And then I came back and I worked for the state of Texas. I did Hurricane Harvey again on the property side. So yeah, I know a bit about Houston. You got some good food out there. It's huge. I hate driving out there. Y'all's roads are like 20 stories high. I don't know why. Why is an on-ramp 20 stories high? All right. But yeah, Frederick, Maryland, beautiful place in the fall. You know, it's a great place to watch the leaves turn. I know I sound like I've been everywhere, guys. I haven't, but thanks to this business, I worked in a lot of places. 11:35. Okay, so this is what I want, guys. Go ahead and let's start writing the questions that you have down. Anything, it can be a claims question, it can be a how to get deployed question, whatever you got. Let's start writing them down now. And as I start talking, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kind of talk and answer questions at the same time. Okay. So whatever question y'all got, let's go ahead and just start bringing them on down. Okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and get into what I wrote out today, which was the community email. Right. So I sent that to every single person. Chicago. I have not worked in Chicago. Only been in Chicago once or twice. But I sent an email out to everybody who has the ability to have access to our Discord groups, which is the free group or the paid group. All right. That's everybody is in the mentorship program, everybody in IA World, everybody in the roadmap to become an independent insurance adjuster. If you bought any of the mentorship programs, the bundles, any program that I've made in the last 20 months, I sent that to you all, and I want to make some things clear. Okay, so first things first, guys, we are in a professional career. Okay, this is not the lottery. This is not a side hustle. This is a professionally licensed career. Okay, if you were not aware. Okay. Next thing is we have a small industry. All right, we have a very small industry. With that being said, I want to break down kind of the ecosystem. Okay, so we can kind of understand who we're dealing with. Okay, so we have the insurance carrier. All right, and we have the people who work at insurance carriers, which are staff adjusters. We have carrier management, right? And then we have insurers and agents and vendors. All those people are in the carrier ecosystem. I might be leaving some people out. Carrier ecosystem is there. Then we have the IA ecosystem. Okay, these are all the people who do our moving parts. We have our own HR with the carrier with the firm, right? The IA firm HR department, which is recruiting. And then you also have payroll, right? And then you have firm management. Okay, you have people that are staff for the firm. Okay, and then you also have IAs who are management inside the firm. Okay. The people who are managing you as IAs are still independent adjusters. All right. They can be fired or released just like you can. These are regular licensed adjusters who happen to have a little more responsibility than you. And they might be getting paid $2 or $3 extra an hour than you, or $100 extra on a day rate like that. Okay. All right. Now that we understand that carrier management and firm management are in two different ecosystems, let's go into the topic of the email, right? We don't need to kiss anybody's butt to get favors in this business, okay? Why? I've said this once, I'm gonna say it a million times, guys. What is the most important word in our job title? Independent insurance adjuster. Independent. Okay, that means you're solo. That means you are doing this on your own. You are contracted on your own. Okay? And why do I want to make this clear? Because you're going to stand on your skills and your abilities. All right? Your ability to handle claims is going to get you new deployments. It's going to get you respect and honor in this business. It's going to get you long deployments and financial freedom if that's what you want. Okay? So we don't have to kiss butt to network properly. Okay, we don't have to kiss butt to get the next deployment. We don't have to kiss butt to try to last a little bit longer in deployment. All right, and we don't have to overshare either. All right, like this is not just indicative of this group or you all guys. I've been doing this a long time. You know, I've been in the insurance industry since 2008, since I was a teenager. Since I was 19. I'm 34 now. You know, and across the industry, I have seen this several times, guys. People think that if they can just, you know, share information and try to give you like some, you know, like try to brown nose or be a busybody, that's going to get you some favor on a deployment. And I'm here to tell y'all it's not. Okay. It's not going to work. Why? Why will it not work? Because I've seen this too many times. I've been deployed with thousands of adjusters. Physically, I have physically been deployed with thousands of adjusters, not just remotely, guys. I've been adjusted all across the United States. Y'all know my background: auto, property, field. I've done all that, right? And the best adjusters are good at what they do for a living. They're not the one that's talking to everybody all the time. They're not the one that's buddy with the manager. Because I'm telling y'all, if you adjust long enough, you'll adjust long enough to see managers get fired. Now, just on the IA side, you'll see it happen on the staff side. These people are not infallible. Okay, they can make mistakes too. So we don't have to impress them with our words, guys. We're gonna impress others with our work, guys, our skill sets. Okay. Now, who do you think gets you deployments? Okay, it's a rhetorical question because I'm gonna answer it for you in a second. Who do you think gets you the deployments? This manager? This manager that like never answers the phone? You know, this manager's always busy. You think he's the one that's getting everybody deployments? Or do you think it's another person inside this group? Do you think it's another person that's probably working with you on deployment right now? You know, 90% of y'all's deployments, guys, in this career, and if you get to stay in this business a couple, 3 years, the person that's going to help you get a deployment is a person that you're working with right now, or a person that's inside this group that's on this call with us right now. Those are going to be the people who get you deployments. This is a relationship-based business, people. Okay, I don't think I stress that enough. Maybe I should talk about that more. This is a relationship-based business. So we want to be pleasant to be around and do good work, right? We don't have to be friends with everybody. We don't have to be cool with everybody. But they know that when I look at John's file notes, if I look at Rashawn's file notes, or I look at how he handles his claims, if I hear how he talks to insurers on the phone, it's always professional. It's always, you know, how it's supposed to be. I'm going to hit him up and say, hey, I'm going to hit her up and say, hey, look, I got a deployment. You want to get on it? Great. It's not going to be your manager. It's not always going to be firm management, carrier management, vendors, and insurance. These people are not going to call you for new deployments. You're going to get calls from people you know, coworkers you know, at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday saying, hey, I got a deployment. I got a deployment call for you. I just gave them your number. They're about to call you. Okay? Why does that matter? Okay? The reason why this matters, guys, is because you're going to make, yes, it's all going to be recorded, by the way. All this will be recorded. Don't worry. You better catch this on the replay. The reason why all this matters, guys, is because we have a small community. I'm not just talking about Roadmap Course or the IA world. The IA industry is small. Okay? You don't know who you're starting out with. You don't know what kind of person they'll become in this industry in a year, 2 years' time. You don't know what deployments they'll have next available for you. You know, I had a guy, I'm going to tell y'all a couple stories, okay? Because I want to stress why we need to treat each other well and why we don't need to run behind and talk behind each other's backs, especially the carriers, okay, and management and things like that. So I had a guy, he was an older gentleman. I was just starting out. It was my second deployment. It was my second deployment, and older guy, and we worked at night. Okay, so we would get off work at like 9 o'clock. It was me, him, and a guy named Willie. Okay, and I was in Frederick, Maryland, like I was telling y'all earlier, and I really wanted to work property. I was working auto, and I wasn't making so much money. And the property guy was making all the money, you know. And I just started walking out with this older gentleman every night. Hey, how you doing, man? You know, just trying to make sure he got to his car safely. You know, he was like 67, 68 at the time, you know. And we do a short deployment, it's 3 weeks. Me, him, and Willie. And we're walking out every night together, kind of just talking, chit-chatting. I get back to Atlanta, and, you know, a 3-week deployment is not a lot of money, guys. And so I'm on week 6 of not having a deployment, and he gives me a call and says, hey, it's Friday night. It's 11 p.m. He gives me a call. Steve, I got a deployment for you, man. Warlaw is about to call you. I just gave him your number. And it's a deployment here in Atlanta, because I was in Atlanta and he was living in Atlanta too. And Warlaw calls me at 11 o'clock at night. I go through the interview process. I get my 3rd deployment. And I said, hey, do y'all have space for one more person? And I had met Willie for 3 weeks, just 3 weeks. He's a cool person. And I said, I got another adjuster for you. He's like, hey, well, give us his number. I give him the number, and they call Willie. Willie goes to the interview, and all 3 of us got hired, and we started work the next day in Atlanta. That deployment lasted 7 months. That's the deployment that really set me up in this business. If I had not been cool with Wayne is his name, if I had not talked to Willie, if I not shown myself friendly and been a professional, okay? I was a professional as well. I was trying to do my best every day, right? But I also did a little networking. I wasn't brown nosing with nobody. I don't even remember who my management was, right? But the guy and the girl next to me, those are the people who got me my first big breaks in this business. And that went on to happen a few times. And I went on to help other people do that as well before I started making these courses. You know, just, you know, calling up people that I knew were good, you know, pleasant people to be around, easy to be around, that weren't busybodies, right? Now, moving forward, I'm gonna give you another example. And this is what happens to people who are busybodies, okay? People who run their mouth a lot. So I was in Canada, and I saw I can't say names because y'all still work with these people. So I was in Canada a few years ago, and I was working, and I had there's a couple, and they always were talking trash about management, day in, day out. This manager don't know what they're doing. They always lying, this and that and that. And so that all culminated one day, and she gets to arguing with management right there in front of the staff adjusters, carrier management, everything, and they're arguing, okay? And it's like, you're a liar. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to handle claims, right? And management came back next day, 6 a.m. Everybody clocked in at 6 a.m. About 6:15, both of them, not the manager, the woman that was arguing, bad mouthing management, you know, a busybody, somebody that likes to cause drama, was fired, okay? Now, if any of y'all know how hard it is to get into Canada, getting a work visa, buying licenses for these provinces and stuff like that, and then just the travel costs, it's quite expensive. And so to be on an international deployment and get fired in like 2-3 weeks, you're going to be in the hole because you're not really making any money, you know? And so what I want to impress upon everybody is a few things as we go moving forward into these groups, right? You don't need to be saying anything to anybody that you won't repeat it, okay? You don't know these people, all right? All these people in the group, they're cool. They're all trying to get somewhere. But you specifically, I'm talking to each one of y'all individually, you are a insurance professional who is trying to provide a new type of lifestyle for themselves, okay? You want to have a new type of income. You want a new level of freedom, whatever it is, whatever your goals are, right? That is what you want. You cannot allow these people inside these groups to distract you from that, guys. Do you know how many people I have seen since 2015 that have lost huge opportunities in this business because they couldn't shut their mouth and get out and stay out of drama with people? You know, one time, guy, it was in Colorado. It was some drama going on. It was 2 adjusters living together, and they both had their girlfriends there. So it's 2 people that's not adjusters, 2 people that are adjusters. Somehow these 2 couples get into an argument, get to fighting at State Farm. Okay? They get to fighting at State Farm in the parking lot. You know what happened next? DNR. Do not rehire. Okay? That ended their insurance adjusting career because they couldn't handle themselves. They couldn't be professionals. Okay? We're going to be getting paid 90, 80, 90, 100, 110, 130, 140, $150,000 a year. You are a professional now, okay? I want to impress that upon you guys. You're not just licensed, you are also a professional, okay? You need to conduct yourself as such, okay? Some of y'all coming from being DoorDash people. You might have been driving Uber, you might have been construction, you might be making $10 an hour, this might be your first job, okay? But the money you're about to start making or the money you're currently making also comes with a level of responsibility. And that responsibility means that you can't be like you were in your last job when you was making $15 an hour. You understand? It's not so much about the money, guys, but we got to understand if you are making that kind of money, that's a whole different type of class of people, right? We're talking about in any other business, any other job, if you're making this kind of money, you are a person that is leading other people, right? Lawyers make $110,000, $120,000 a year. Corporate lawyers at that. Big time salesmen make that kind of money. People who are really dedicated to their craft have to put a lot of work in to get the money y'all gonna be making here. If you haven't made it yet, if you have, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so you got to treat this with responsibility. Okay, if you need to change a bit, guys, if we got to change up how we dress a little bit, if I need to go look up the dictionary and get some new words so I can speak properly, if I gotta go practice how I talk on the phone, whatever I got to do, all right, what do I have to do to be a good adjuster, right? I didn't see people from all walks of life come in this business do great, right? But the best adjusters are willing to adjust. And I'm not talking about the claims. You got to adjust who you are. You got to adjust your lifestyle, guys. Okay? This is not hitting the lottery, guys. We are not hitting the lottery. We have a new path to financial freedom, all right? And so that brings us to my next thing. Now we got that out the way, guys. I don't want to harp on this too long. Be careful, guys, okay? If you need to keep your name private in these groups, if you need to put up a fake profile picture, do what you got to do, okay? There's still a lot of opportunity here, guys. I don't want y'all to think that I'm about to be out here punishing people. I'm about to be looking like who did what, who said what. I really want to make it clear to y'all that you need to be mindful of what you're saying, okay? Because people can repeat it, okay? As 99% of y'all is not y'all, but you gotta remember, guys, 3,000 people have access to these groups, okay? 3,000 people, plus all the people on the social media sites that see y'all as y'all talk about things, okay? Plus all the people y'all work with. So that's thousands of people. So be mindful of what you're saying, all right? So let's go and get the next thing, guys. Some of my mindset, all right? So give me 1 second, guys. I gotta stir this oxtail up. Give me some questions too, okay? Give me some questions right quick. Rashawn, you said file note. You said no interviews. That is not a question. That's a statement. Explain to me what you want answered, okay? Give me 2 minutes. Give me like 30 seconds. I'm finna stir this oxtail up right quick. Give me some thought out questions, guys. Let's go and get started on the Q&A, okay? All right, I'm back. Here we are. I don't see no questions. All right, here we go. First question. Do you need years of experience to get desk opportunities? I need a remote position. Won't be able to travel this upcoming season. I hear you. I hear you. No, you don't need years of experience to get desk opportunities, guys. We got it's like 320 people have gotten hired, okay? None of those people have experience, all right? If you have the roadmap course, I suggest looking at the resume tips section, okay? Go back and look at the resumes, update your resume accordingly, hop in the group and see what is available, okay? There's always opportunities for new people. But I think one thing that shoots a lot of people in the foot is you start off saying, hey, I'm new, I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to just let me get hired. Don't say that, okay? I am available for a deployment. You don't need to be hollering about how you knew and you just got your license last week and you just want to work hard. Don't say that, all right? That shoots a lot of y'all in the foot. That's why y'all not getting hired, okay? A lot of y'all don't get hired or y'all don't get callbacks because you just tell them, hey, I'm brand new. No, don't do that. Next thing, okay? The next thing is, guys, okay, here's another question. I'm sorry. J. Todd, I'm currently interviewing for an all-state remote staff position. Will this make it difficult for me to go independent during CAT season? So let's talk about the dates of CAT season, okay? So hurricane season started June 1st, all right? I've given y'all several links a few times over the last 3 months talking about hurricane season. And I have said specifically when the major hurricanes happen. I think I sent an email about that last week. The major hurricanes happen the last week of August, the first week of September. It's August 10th. That means we got like 2 weeks, guys. So if you're trying to go staff right now, you're not going to be an independent adjuster come hurricane season 2-3 weeks when these hurricanes start hitting, So you want to kind of time your strategy. However, you want to time your strategy, whether you're licensed already, or whether you're deployed already or not deployed, you're waiting to go ahead and get back out there. Y'all got to understand, they're not going to be hiring anybody right now. Not for the most part. What they'll be doing is they'll be reaching out to people. They'll be checking to see if you're available, right? But they won't be. Why would they hire now? We don't know where the hurricane's going to be hitting at. We got 20 days, guys. I need y'all to rock out for 20 days. Get your resumes up in the next 20 days. Whatever search you're going to get, let's give them the next 20 days, right? Because we got to be ready, all right? Don't think because, a hurricane blew half of Florida away last week that we're not going to have any storms this year. This is like my sixth cat season. I didn't see this play all kind of ways. I didn't see this hanging out until September, and then bam, it just started coming, right? So don't lose faith now, guys. Okay, go back through the emails, okay, and go look at the dates. I did a long email about these hurricanes, guys, and I gave y'all a link to the National Hurricane Association website, and it tells y'all a 5-day forecast every 5 days. Whenever you click on it for the tropical storms in the Atlantic Ocean. All right. So look, guys, we don't fail because of lack of resources. We fail because we're not being resourceful. All right. Next question. What are some must-have life hacks for adjusting if not provided during deployment? 2 phones, TSA pre-check, blah, blah, blah. Janoris Thompson. All right. First things first, you need to have credit or access to money. Okay. You need to have at least $1,000 you can have access to now. Okay, so that means either getting a credit card, talking to friends and family, or having your own savings. Okay, you need $1,000 you can reach out to and get tonight. Okay, Tay, Janoris, I'm going right back to that. Tay, go back into your Gumroad library. If you bought the roadmap course, there's a resume tip section in the course. If you just go to the files that say resume tips, you click on that. It's in the course. It's not in the group. All y'all who bought the roadmap course is there. You just have to have a look in there and see, okay? But that's not in the group. That's going to be in your course. Everybody who has a roadmap course, I updated it several months ago, and that resume portion is going to be there, okay? Now, back to must-haves. So first thing, you got to have $1,000, okay? You got to have access to $1,000, guys. Credit card, mom and them, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, if you don't got it, you need to be able to have access to it if that means getting new licenses, new tools, or you got to travel, okay? Or lodging or whatever. So first thing you need to have. Second thing is you don't need 2 phones. I never, ever carry 2 phones ever, okay? Just because my work phone, you have a landline, right? It's going to be blowing up. I don't want nobody else trying to contact me. TSA pre-check, I don't fly anywhere. I do not fly anywhere. My expectation is that my deployment is going to be a long deployment. I drive to all traveling deployments unless I'm in Canada. Then I fly and then I rent there. Do not rent a vehicle unless you absolutely have to. It's going to cut your take-home pay in half. I did a call with the paid group, the IA World group. We went over IA finances, okay? And we said that on a $9,600 a month salary after taxes and everything in a regular expenditure, you have about $4,600 left in funds, right? If you add something like a rental vehicle there or like a high hotel or Airbnb, something like that, you could cut your take home per month in half from like $4,600 to like $2,000. So it makes it very hard for you to get ahead. Like who wants to work that hard and do all the sacrifice just to have an extra $2,000 a month every month after making all these sacrifices, right? TSA pre-check, yeah. So anyway, ergonomic things, okay? You got to have the mouse pad with the little gel thing. That's super smart. I also suggest getting a wireless mouse that's ergonomic. So I had one that had a little ball there. When you're doing this motion all the time, it hurts all of this. Also get the little foam keyboard things, okay, that you can rest your wrist on. Get that, okay? You can bring all that to your workspace if you're working in an office. If you're at home, I suggest having a comfortable chair, okay? I'm not talking about some like recliner. I'm saying like a real office chair. Go to Office Depot and get a real chair, a high back chair, guys. Next thing, you gotta have a headset. Picking up phones like this, doing this all day it's painful, okay? If they give you a headset and it's like decent or whatever, use it. I got to the point where I went and got my own headset that was much better, all right? But you want things that make your job easier, all right? So my must-haves are ergonomics, everything. I want my chair to be ergonomic. I don't want to have work-related injuries to my hands and things like that. Also, blue light glasses, guys. They're like $8 on Amazon. Get you some blue light glasses. Mike, I don't know if you're sitting here. Mike, bro, get you some too, because you be all of us on the screen looking like this, with our face like this close to the screen, right? Get blue light blockers, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, get blue light blockers. It's going to save you a ton of eye strain, okay? What else on must-have? So I said ergonomics, you got to have your blue light blockers. Next thing, guys, you got to have some supplements for your mind, okay? That's going to be ginseng. It's going to be things like, it starts with an R, like Rodinol or something like that. But anyway, it's a supplement that helps with your mind. You want look up some supplements for your mind. I'm not talking about caffeine either, guys. I'm talking about vitamins, B2, B12. These are all good things to help you with your energy levels. Also, next thing, must-haves, you gotta drink water. Okay. If you're gonna, especially during cat season, guys, you're gonna be talking on the phone a lot. You gotta have water. You gotta be drinking water often. Okay. What's going to happen as y'all get on the phone and start talking in a way you never talked before? I speak from my diaphragm when I'm sitting down. Like I'm talking now as I talk on the phone. So it makes me really tired. And so you want to be drinking water to keep your, kind of keep your pace going throughout the day. Next thing, some more life hacks. Guys, I know this money is good to us when we like to eat out and all that stuff. It's a great way to pick up 30 pounds, okay? Any of my adjusters has been doing this for a while. I know you are bigger than you were when you started, all right? Because I definitely picked some weight up. I remember my first beat deployment in Atlanta, I picked up like 25 pounds. And that's because I was eating out all the time. I spent $20 on breakfast, $30 on lunch, $100 on dinner, So my life hack would be, one, you got to walk, okay? Spend 30 minutes walking every lunch. It's going to help you a lot. You're going to feel great. And then two, kind of find your happy medium as far as the types of things you like to eat. You don't have time to cook, all right? Working 50, 60, 70 hours a week, guys, you don't have time to cook. Forget about it. But find some healthy options where you're close to, okay? Whether it's close to home, we can order in. We can cook a little bit, however you want to do that. More life hacks. I got a lot of life hacks on the adjusting side. Also, I take naps. Take naps every day. Guys, we are working with our minds, okay? And sometimes you can get quite intense, right? And so you want to take naps. So I would take about 20-minute naps. What I would do is I would eat my lunch at my desk. Oh, maybe like walk 20 minutes, and I would take a nap for 20 or 30 minutes. Sometimes if I was really, really tired, I would sleep the whole hour, and walk on my little breaks, But whatever you do, I think that it's a great way to refresh the mind because, again, guys, staring at these computer screens, eye strain, dealing with all this crying and screaming and stuff, and folks mad with you and all this pressure, and you got to write a check out for $50,000. Stress your mind out. So give your mind a rest. Another life hack. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna stay on these life hacks for a bit just because that's actually what I want to talk about tonight too. Is mindset, guys. So one of the things that really helped me is, and I really want everybody to understand, whether you're doing auto total loss, whether you're doing, property, whatever, these people are calling you with a negative thing. Something negative happened to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some heavy things. Anybody's worked auto total loss? I know y'all worked deaths. I've worked suicides, people blowing their brains out. You got to look at those pictures and stuff like that. Murders, you know what I'm saying? Homes being wiped away, people drowning and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really heavy stuff. So you need to find a way to stay positive throughout the day. So a lot of adjusters I know, they have little affirmations they write, put on the computer, put like sticky notes on the computer screen, or they have something they listen to get their mind ready for the day, right? And I'm not saying pump you up, but I mean just like literally just nice, positive things, okay, that you can default to when the day starts, okay? I know how it feels to be stressed about the job. Am I going to have a job today because I messed up on my estimate yesterday? Am I going to have, money to get back home with? Is this insurance going to cuss me out again today? I don't know how to handle this claim. I still don't understand the software system. We need to default to something positive, So there might be gospel music for you. There might be, reading a book or cartoon, anime, whatever it is. You need to have a way to reset the day, okay? Y'all going to be having heavy conversations. Anybody that's done this job any length of time knows we are dealing with heavy conversations, arguing all this, arguing with these folks, jaw jacking and tongue wrestling everybody. It takes a lot out of you. So find that positive thing for you that can reset you in 5 to 10 minutes to keep you going. I ain't saying I gotta make you smile and nothing like that, but I'm saying you gotta have something to default to. All right. Let's go on to the next set of things. Do you recommend to get the State Farm search before you start applying for independent adjuster roles? All right. So Zach, I don't think you understand how these things work. Okay. You got to apply for the independent adjuster roles to even be able to get to the State Farm certifications, because the IA firms are the ones that are giving out State Farm certifications. Also, guys, I want y'all to understand, State Farm is not the only place that gives out certifications. Okay. If all the rosters you're applying to got State Farm on it, then what's the point? I understand that the list has changed a bit, but it's still like 60 IA firms there. It's still like 60 IA firms on that list that still work. You know what I'm saying? I know all of them. A lot of these IA firms get bought, guys. They get bought and acquired, and then some go out of business. But State Farm ain't the only show in town. I really want to make that clear to everybody. State Farm is not the only show in town. Federated National has a certification process. TWIA, TWIA has a certification process. Citizens has a certification process. Like, you got to go through your firm's list again, guys. Because, like, I don't want everybody working at State Farm. I want y'all to make some real money. State Farm is not going to pay y'all the most money during cat season. They're going to pay you $36 an hour. There will not be cat pay at State Farm. One-call claims is going to be paying anywhere from $500 to $650 during cat season per day. Y'all need to be getting on one-call claims and be talking about FedNat certifications. If a storm hits Texas Wind Insurance Association, be paying like $1,100 a day. None of y'all talk about TWIA. I'm not mad with you. I just want to make everything clear to y'all so everybody can know. All right. I don't want to see y'all do $36 an hour. I want to see y'all making big bucks. You're not going to make the big bucks at State Farm, especially during cat season. If these storms hit Florida, guys, citizens of Florida, I had this conversation. I went through this with the IA World group. We had this conversation a month ago. Guys, citizens of Florida pays like $1,500 a day, $1,000 a day, $800 a day, $1,100 a day, just depending on where they put you at. You need to be on these IA firm rosters that work with citizens. Okay, this brings me to my next point, guys. When y'all calling these IA firms, you need to be resourceful. Who are you working with? What carriers do y'all work with? What types of deployments do y'all offer? You don't need to be calling, hey, you got any deployments? You got any deployments? That's not good enough. When you get that person on the phone, make them give you as much information as possible so y'all can know. Okay? Don't let these people get you off the phone. No, we ain't got no deployments. Bye. No, we don't do that. Hey, listen, I was giving y'all a call. Hey, which insurance carriers are y'all working with right now? Is it just State Farm? Is it just Federated National? Is it just Universal? Is it just, Hallmark Claim? What is it? Is it just ASI Progressive? Do you have any smaller carriers y'all work with? What are they looking for? Get information. Okay, let's be resourceful. Let's go. Keep going. I started 2 weeks ago on daily claims. Am I still able to be deployed? You already deployed. Negrito Latino. If you already started working in daily claims, you're already deployed. You've done it. You can't be deployed twice. And don't do that, guys. This hurricane season, y'all gonna get fired. All right. I'm telling y'all now, you get out here, you start trying to work 2 and 3 deployments, trying to finesse folks, you're gonna get fired. And you're not gonna be able to get hired again. I got my Georgia license, I purchased another license, Texas, Florida, blah, blah, blah. I also have certs from State of Florida, blah, blah, blah. What other certs would you recommend while waiting for deployment? Alpreneur. But I was just saying, Federated National, I would recommend getting on one call claims. I would recommend getting a TWIA, TWIA certification. I would recommend getting a Citizens of Florida certification. How common are virtual deployments during CAT season? Do ECTA become available during CAT? Look, guys, ECTA is not what you want during CAT season, okay? Also, State Farm only has ECTA. Don't sell yourself short, guys. All right? ECTA claims, ECTA is going to get you, what, $26, $28 an hour during CAT season. Those are regular daily claim rates. Why do that when you can make the bigger money working somewhere else, okay? Don't paint yourself in a box with just working for State Farm. This is not State Farm Independent Insurance, Justin. We got dozens of carriers all around the country we can work for. $36 ain't no money. No, it's not. No. $36 an hour is laughable during CAT season. It's CAT season. CAT season means catastrophe, meaning it's going down. These people need to pay me. You understand? When y'all see the volume of claims y'all have, why would I work 70 hours a week for $36 an hour, 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, with 40 hours overtime, or 30 hours overtime, I'm sorry, when I could do twice that, or 60% more than that, working for a smaller carrier, and I'm not getting micromanaged. State Farm guys should be y'all's last result. Give me a last resort. You understand? This should not be where you're looking for. That's the only place you can get hired. Cool, whatever. But there's a lot of opportunity on the smaller side of things, guys. That's why I want y'all to go back to your emails, go type in hurricane in your emails, and I put a bunch of resources there for y'all's emails. Anybody's going to list over a month, it's last 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I'll put a lot of resources there for you all. Okay? Go back through and look at those. All right? And so you can start seeing where the hurricane is going to hit. Is the hurricane when they come, it's not a hurricane come tomorrow, obviously. But as you start to watch the path of these hurricanes, we can start seeing where they're going to hit. And once we know where they're going to hit, we're going to know which carriers is going to be, we're going to know which carriers are there. Yes, Marcus, you will get the recording. The same link you use today, that link will have the recording of this video. The video is being recorded right now. Okay. I'm not mad with none of y'all, by the way. I see a lot of y'all y'all doing the same little thing. And I'm like, I ain't teach y'all that. I ain't teach y'all all to go to State Farm. Why are y'all working for State Farm and Liberty Mutual? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like in my first year of business, I worked for like 4 different carriers. That was with no firm list. Get y'all TWIA cert. Get your TWIA cert. Get your FedNat certification. Get your what else they got out there? Citizen certification. They got so many certs, guys. There's so many certs that are HAG certifications. If y'all want to go field, you need to get a HAG cert if possible. If you can't get your hands on a HAG certification, get the HAG book. Okay, it's a great resource. Cost you a couple $100 maybe. You might be able to get it used somewhere on eBay or something like that for cheap. But it's a great resource, especially for field adjusters, so you can know material. Okay, you can know roofing material. You can know building material. These things matter, guys. If you're going to be handling property claims as a field adjuster, some of y'all going field. HAG. Look, guys, I had a HAG book I brought with me to Canada. That HAG book got me 2 new deployments after that because I was looking at building material. And so I could answer questions that nobody else can answer, including my management, because I was doing my research. I was being resourceful, guys. This is independent insurance, Justin, meaning you are alone. You are running your own little small business with a middleman, which is the IA firm, selling to your main customer, which is the carrier. You want to be as successful as possible. Let's be resourceful, guys. Okay. Let me give y'all some quick resources. I'm not going to post the link because I want to see who really going to do this. If you go to exactwear.com right now and go to their shop, they have a mouse pad. It's for all y'all who are going to go field this year. They have a mouse pad for $3.99. And it has all these shortcuts on the Xactimate. $3.99, guys. Go to exactwear.com, go to shops, scroll down, it's a little mouse pad. You can get it to your house in a week. Okay? That's a life hack, right? It's a hack for insurance adjusters, you know, and that's excluding all the stuff they have on YouTube for free for Xactimate. Have you worked at Pilot's DEC Center? No, I don't like Pilot's pay, and I don't like working for Pilot because they do drug tests. It's not that I do drugs. I'm just not taking a piss test to be an insurance adjuster. I'm not doing it. You know, that's why I don't work at I never work for Pilot. I don't like that. I don't want to jump through those kind of hoops. You know, that's all we have, the options we have. Excuse me, guys. Let me start this oxygen. Keep the questions coming, by the way. Keep them questions coming. All right. Again, guys, I want to see y'all win. I want to see y'all have big paydays, you know. And I just want to keep y'all encouraged, guys. We got 20 days. 20 days until the big stuff starts happening. Or we get into the phase where the big stuff is going to start happening, right? So just be encouraged, guys. Like, I know how I feel waiting on the deployment. You know how long it took me for me to get my first deployment, guys? It took me 9 months. 9 months, first deployment. You're talking about being sad, sick, and depressed, and you seeing everybody getting this money. My mom was working. My mom was deployed already. I wasn't deployed yet, and she was getting money, you know. And I was, you know, I'm still eating beanie weenies and peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I was struggling, you know what I mean? And so I understand, guys. I understand why you would want to go staff right now. Waste of time, by the way. I wouldn't go staff until a year into being an IA, personally speaking. I feel like I don't understand the logic behind it. Like, you know, well, I'm gonna go staff so I can get experience to be an IA. No, you're already qualified to be an IA, right? You're already qualified to be an independent adjuster. Why go take a $40,000 job when you can just wait a little bit and get a $100,000 job? Like, I don't get it. But, you know, everybody has their own reasons for doing things. I know some people got to get paid right now, but, you know, whatever $40,000 is after taxes split up by 12 months, that ain't going to get me the life I want to live. What we got? Where can we get the TWIA certification? Money Slime. Guys, listen to me. I want you to hop in that group. I want you to hop in the Discord group, y'all all in. If you still got a link to the Slack, I want you to type in TWIA and go be resourceful, guys. Okay. And I'm not doing this to be mean to you all. You are all professionals, and I'm going to treat you as such because that's what your management going to tell y'all to do these things when y'all ask questions for them. Go look for it, guys. It's already been said. That where to get the TWIA certification, I know for a fact it's in the Discord group. And I know for a fact it's in the Slack group. And I know that we still have access to the Slack group. You just can't type in no more, but you should be able to type in TWIA and get where you can get the TWIA certification in the Slack. And if not, you can get in the Discord. I got the roadmap. I'm not about a pre-adjusted course yet. Anything I should be studying before the course to help me learn quicker? No. Jordan Johnson, get the money for your pre-licensing course. Okay. Your pre-licensing course is what's going to help you study because you got to study to get a license. All right. So one step at a time. I know how it go. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly how it go. I got mine because Nehemiah posted it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Dirtbag Dom, drop the link to Nehemiah's Twitter post or wherever he posted that, or J Todd, whoever asked that question, where can I get the Money Slime asset? Where can I get the TWIA certification? A lot of people have said it, guys. Go look, guys. Let's be resourceful, okay? We're not going to fail because of lack of resources. We're going to fail from not being resourceful. Okay. Reason why I had these groups is for those keywords, right? What are the questions we got, guys? What were those obstacles you ran to during those 9 months? Were you offered any staff position during that time? Okay, this is what I ran to, guys. And this is why I made the course. I didn't want y'all to go through that. Okay. I didn't want y'all being discouraged. The only thing that kept me going, my mama. My mama was right there in front of me, you know, deployed and balling. And she wasn't sending me no money. You know what I'm saying? That's what kept me going. And, you know, it's funny enough, you know, my mom told me about the business, but she never taught me anything. My mother never taught me anything about this business. We worked together in pre-deployment. She's never helped me with a single claim. Hilarious as it is. Like, I don't know why she did that, but my mom never helped me with a single claim. And we worked together. You know what I'm saying? For like one of my first property deployments was with my mom. Never showed me nothing. Like the manager sent me over to help for her to train me. And she was like, I ain't finna train you. I'm like, dang, mama. But my point to that was that my first obstacle was I didn't know anything about anything. I was only on one roster, EA Renfro. What else? I kept missing certifications tests. You know, I didn't know certifications were important. Nobody told me certs were important. So for 9 months, I'm looking at my emails and they're talking about estimatics and, you know, State Farm auto certs. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And I missed it over and over and over again. The next thing was I only had one license for 9 months. All right. I only had my license for I had one license for 9 months, guys, and it was just like that ain't gonna get it. One license ain't gonna make it work. You know, I was not offered a single staff position, and I wasn't gonna take it. I wasn't working. I'm not working for $45,000, dog. It's not happening. I'm not doing anything for $45,000 a year. You know, and even though I was struggling at that time, I knew that I wanted something bigger. And I knew that I wasn't going to be distracted by something smaller just to have something. So if I had to wait 9 months, I was going to have to just wait. But I wasn't taking nothing staff, no matter what. Dirtbag Don, whenever you bring the guests to tell us their stories and tips. Next week, we got Hank on the docket. I got a married couple that have been adjusting for a while. We actually live together in Canada. We worked together for a while. Anthony and Melanie, they'll be on probably the week after that. But yeah, I got Marquette. I got a long-term field adjuster. That'll be on a week after that. Which certifications would you recommend getting first, and should we get multiple license certification? Blah blah blah. 5 licenses, guys. Gulf state licenses. Get your home state: Texas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana. That's what you should get first. From there, you need to be applying to IA firm rosters. Those rosters will tell you what certs to get. Okay? Apply. All of you need to be on 10 rosters before August 30th. Okay? Every single one of y'all that are watching this video need to be on 10 rosters in the next 20 days. All right? More rosters, more opportunities. And they better not all be for State Farm and ASI Progressive and Liberty Mutual. They better not be them 3 right there. So be resourceful. If y'all just ain't coming in, rewind and listen to what I was talking about. By using your resources in this business, guys. I want y'all to win. I want y'all to make as much money as possible. The more money we make on deployment, the longer we can stay off work. If you're making $26 an hour, you're going to work all year round. If you're making $36 an hour, you work 10 months out of the year. If you're doing $600-$700 a day, $1,000 a day, that type of stuff, you can work 6-7 months. Okay? I want y'all to make money, but you got to do it by getting on these rosters, okay? After you get states that can get hit by hurricane, start by going for yes. Exactly. We're going to go over the seasons real quick. Thank you for reminding me, Catalactica. First things first, we got cat season. Cat season is hurricanes and wildfires. Wildfires on the West Coast, hurricanes on the Gulf Coast. It all happens at the same time. After that, we got supplements. Supplements for wildfires and hurricanes start in November. Okay. And they go into January, February, and March start hail season. Hail season for Texas and the Midwest and the Northeast, Colorado and all that. New Hampshire and all them places like that. They do a lot of freezes and hail, all right? And those are going to be the main seasons of I got some other things in there. That's the property seasons of the year. and you want to get those licenses for those states. Start out with 5. With those free states and health states, that should push you closer to 13. But you don't just get random states. Did you like working for Warlaw? Warlaw was cool. You know, it was cool. I mean, you know, it wasn't. I ain't never worked for them again. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I mean, the pay wasn't special or anything like that. $36 an hour. But I got to work for them for 7 months. You know, paychecks came in on time. That was cool. But they weren't special. Awesome. See, Al. That's what I'm talking about right here. I ain't posting link. Al already bought the mouse pad. That's how we get it done, guys. Okay, we get it done by out hustling everybody else. Is there work in NY for NY residents? Do we need to be more experienced to handle those claims? Yes, there is work for New York residents because there's work in Alabama for Alabama residents. There's work in Georgia for Georgia residents, right? Like, it's what you're open to, right? What will you be open to, Sumi? You know, they got auto deployments everywhere. If you're willing to do some things a little differently, if not, you know, you might have to travel. You might take a remote job. You know, but yes, New York does have. And you know, on top of that, when most people don't have New York state licenses, and so because most people don't have New York state licenses, most people that handle New York claims are people from New York. And that's their home state. Have I ever handled cargo or marine claims? Excuse me. No, I haven't. I always want to. Never had a chance to do it. To be honest with you, I didn't know who was deploying for those types of claims. I would see it here and there, but whenever I saw it, I was already working another deployment, and so I couldn't really take advantage of it. You know. Is this helping anybody? Am I just ranting right now? Is this helping? Are y'all taking notes on this? Like, is this giving anybody some encouragement? Let me know how I'm doing on this, or I need to shut up and close my computer. Let me know if y'all getting something from this, or if y'all want me to go a different direction. It's all for y'all, okay? Tonight is all about y'all, all right? So I want to make sure that it ain't just me just pushing some agenda for tonight. For sure helping, word. Appreciate it. Thank you. I just want to make it real for everybody so we can know what to expect, right? Yeah, so we can just know what to expect. Oh, also notes, taking notes for sure. A couple things that I have seen that are some things that get you fired. New to the industry and currently working with Express Auto, looking to transition desk prior to what's the best route to pivot. Came in late, not sure you spoke about it. I have not. I started out doing Express Auto. That was my second deployment. My first deployment was a PIP deployment, but that was a short one. My second one was ECTA Auto, and then I did Auto Total Loss after that. So what you want to do, if you're a person who works at State Farm, I hope if you have a State Farm property certification, just switch over on the next. Next time you see a desk deployment or a remote deployment for a State Farm property, just ask call up and say I want to work that deployment. It's fairly easy. If you're going to be working for a company like State Farm, it's just an easy switch. Just self-release and then go get the other deployment. I got an entry-level offer for $18.50 a day. Hang up the phone. Okay. $18.50. What? Man, get off my phone. Bro, when I tell you I've been hanging up so fast. No, I'm not. I didn't do all this to make $18.50 an hour. Okay? I didn't invest in myself and go get licensed for 18. No. I will wait before I go do something crazy like that. Hurricanes come in on a certain schedule, guys. I've explained this schedule several times. Go watch the video. I need to start getting your pants in the wad. Okay? I explained $22. Guys, did anybody take my course? $22 an hour. Who are these people? Or did y'all take the course? I know for sure I ain't saying nothing about no $22 an hour. I ain't said nothing about $22 an hour, no $18 an hour, and none of my promotions. I know I ain't say that nowhere in the course. I know $22 an hour. Guys, listen to me. Okay, I want y'all to hear me real clear. Okay, it's catastrophe season. That means they're going to be paying you more. I'm not doing anything for less than $30, and that's at the house. I'm not leaving my house unless I'm like leaving my house going to somewhere unless I'm doing $400 or more per day, with if that includes per diem or whatever. Okay, stop selling yourself short. Be resourceful. Use the group. Use the resume tips. Send me a DM. All right, stop, guys. I'm telling y'all hurt my feelings when y'all be going for these low ball prices. Like I'd be like, y'all, like I have done too much. And I put too much out there for y'all to be taking these $22 an hour jobs. Okay, you're making me cry. I want y'all to have a good Christmas. You're not gonna have a good Christmas making $22 an hour. All right, like it's just y'all are smart people. Y'all are all good people. Y'all deserve success. I wrote that. You deserve success. I wrote that 2 days ago in the email. You deserve success. You do not deserve a $22 an hour job. They paying $22 an hour at McDonald's. Let's get right. Let me start these oxtails. I calm myself down, man. Got me sweating, man. Okay. The oxtails are ready. You look amazing, by the way. I wish y'all could eat some of it. But yeah, guys, I want the best. I want y'all to have the best. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to have that 10 grand in your bank account, 15 grand in the bank account, 30 grand in the bank account. Like, yo, this was a great decision I made. I can't believe I'm insurance adjuster. You know what I'm saying? I want that for you. I don't want y'all getting mistreated and underpaid. All right. If you got to take something because you got to pay the bills right now, I understand. Okay. I'm not telling you not to do that. All right. But I know what it feel like to pay for licenses and not pay for my rent. You know what I'm saying? And going hungry and all that. I know how I feel. But I said, I'm not going to cry to quit. I'm not going to do all this to get something less than at the end. You see what I'm saying? If I got to wait another month to get to 8, 9, 10 grand a month, if I got to just, you know what I'm saying? If I moved out my apartment in the middle of the night for my first deployment, guys, I didn't take nothing more. I didn't take nothing less. My first deployment, I was making like $36.50. I got still got the first email. I didn't take shit less than that on my first one. I was facing eviction. You understand? They put that on the door. And I'm behind on my car note at that time. My lights had been cut off. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going for no $22 an hour, no $18.50 an hour. Okay, and I did that. Like I was thugging. You know what I'm saying? I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? I was really hungry, guys. I was 165 pounds. I had lost so much weight, man, because I couldn't feed myself. You know what I mean? And so when I see y'all fold for $18.50 an hour and $22 an hour, I'm like, yo, just wait a little bit longer, guys. Go back and let's look through our resources. Because I want y'all to win for real, man, because it feels amazing. You know what I'm saying? It feels amazing when you start to see your bank account stay up after you done pay your rent and you done pay all the bills and you still got $3,000 left. You're like, yo, what am I supposed to do with this money? But I want to make that clear to y'all, guys. Just be patient, okay? Just be patient, man. Everything will come to the man who only waits. All we gotta do is just wait. Just wait a little bit, all right? I ain't trying to get emotional with y'all. I'm just telling y'all, all right? Y'all be blowing my mind. Y'all be blowing my mind when y'all be saying this stuff. So let's keep going. Things that get you fired. Dress code. Things that will get you up out of there. Walking into work with them flip-flops on. Okay? Flip-flop. I saw a dude get fired from flip-flops, okay? I seen it on my own 2 eyes. He was a good adjuster too. He got fired for a great deployment. Flip-flops. Don't come into work with no flip-flops on. All right. Next thing is for ladies. All right. Obviously, don't be having your cleavage all out, having clothes super tight. You really ain't gonna say too much for real. but just, you know what I'm saying, keep it cute. You know what I mean? I haven't really seen. Usually what they get on the limb about is like workout clothes, like sweats and stuff like that. Obviously, guys know, do rags and bonnets and stuff like that. Clearly, some places let you wear hats, some places don't. Just depends. Depends on the deployment. Another thing, guys, talking. Okay, all that talking and jibber jabbing with your neighbor and your cubicle and stuff, like, yeah, your neighbor next to you, or even if you're on these remote deployments, always in the chats. Couple things. The company has a copy of everything you write on these Skypes and Microsoft Teams and stuff. For one, so don't say anything stupid there. Get you fired. I've seen people get fired because of that. And then also visit with these people on your breaks. Talk to people like family members and stuff like that. When you need to talk to people, do not call, do not answer your personal cell phone at your desk, or even when you work remote. Move away, guys. We got money on the line when we typing at our work computers. You don't want to risk that. Okay, get up, go to the bathroom, take a call them back. Your job is more important than anything going on at home. I talked about that in the email. Do not let home drama, personal life drama, mess up the business. Okay, I done seen it happen now. I've seen it happen a whole lot, probably on every deployment I've ever been on. Okay, those things get you fired. Easy way to go back home. Get that last check, and that'd be it. Looking to move away from State Farm, expand with other carriers, do desk property. Took the State Farm deployment my first opportunity, introduction to the industry after getting licensed. That's awesome. I've been able to obtain 10 licenses total since starting deployment back in June, and looking for the real opportunities. Hey, cat season. That's the real opportunity. Cat season is the real opportunity, guys. Be ready. Okay, so being ready consists of having your money ready. All right, $1,000, need $1,000. You need $1,000, access to $1,000 in some form or fashion. Got your licenses, got some certifications that ain't State Farm. All right, and you got to be active in these groups, guys. Use your resources. You will not fail from a lack of resources. You're going to fail from not being resourceful. I'm going to keep saying it because y'all going to have to remember this. All right, but I want y'all to just be encouraged, guys. What more questions? More questions. They're only going an hour. I know y'all. It's 42 of y'all. We got plenty more questions to ask. I'm sure y'all got way more to ask me than this. Boy, I'll tell you what. $18.50. But I never would have been an adjuster. They offered me $18.50. I still been for personal training. Shoot, $18. Woo, $22. Y'all need to like show y'all. Do you still need $1,000 even if you want to do cat remote? Yeah. You don't know when you're getting paid. Y'all guys don't know y'all's pay schedules. I think I talked about this in IA World. We talked about pay schedules. You could be coming in. You could be coming to work on the 31st, rent due on the 1st, and they pay on the 15th and the 30th, or the 15th and the 1st and the 15th, and you only had a day on your first paycheck. Now you 3-4 weeks in the hole. You need $1,000 to take care of the bills for the next little bit. Y'all understand? It ain't just about traveling. Okay? You got companies that want you to do a week in the hole, 2 weeks in the hole. Some gonna do 3 weeks in the hole. All right? Y'all got to ask these questions. Hey, what kind of pay schedule y'all got? Some of y'all calling about deployments for these IA carriers and stuff. You need to be calling, asking their pay schedule. Hey, when y'all pay people? Because I done seen a whole lot of working poor adjusters at first month in a deployment, whether it's remote, field, or desk, because they didn't know when the pay schedule was and their money got funny. Y'all understand? We have to use career strategy, guys. We have to use financial strategy. I got my first 6 figures in 12 months. I made $105,000 my first 12 months in the business. Okay? But I wasn't taking no $22 an hour deployments either. Yeah. And I did $105,000 and I worked 10 months, 9 or 10 months that year. And that was the first year. I done made over 6 figures every year I've been an adjuster. Okay. Every single year I've been licensed in as an insurance adjuster, I have made 6 figures. And I've made more money every year. I make less money. I made more money every single year in the business. But I want y'all to take care of your finances, right? And so Can you walk us through that all cat? So no, I didn't work all cat. I did two content. No, contents was cat. So I did Flood Canada twice, 6 months each. So thing about Canada is it's tax free income the first $100,000 you make. So I think I did like 70K or 70 or 80K in Canada twice. So I did 6 months in Canada, and then I was already working, throughout the year in the States. I did Hurricane Harvey, I did Hurricane Irma. I did any major hurricane in the last 5 years. I've done it. Okay. What else? I did auto for 7 months, and then went cat after that, and did 100 grand, 100 some grand doing that. I've done daily claims, I've done hail claims, done flood. I've done a lot of stuff. And sometimes I've done several things in the same year, but I consistently work at least 9 to 10 months every year. That's the secret. You don't take cheap deployments where you don't get paid much, and you build your skills up so you can be on long deployments, so you can make a deployment long for yourself, right? So you need to be vetting these IA firms. I wouldn't, some of these bigger firms, I don't start naming names, but some of these bigger firms I wouldn't work with because they're notorious for firing people quickly for no reason. Hey, we hired too many people, you're fired. Like, no, I don't want to work for you because you're gonna mess my momentum up. I gotta hit 6 figures for the year. If you're gonna fire me and hire me 2-3 times over the course of 6 months, I'm not gonna hit my numbers. So I strategize my year to hit the number I want to hit. So I know, hey, this company I can work with for 6-7 months. I can do supplements with them. I can do hail season with them and hurricane season. Okay, that's a 9-month run right there. I can be off by April and come back in July. You say, hey, I got a relationship over here. Hey, my friend working over there. Oh, I know I'm good with the recruit over there. I know I can get a diploma. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Maybe y'all don't see what I'm saying. If y'all saw what I'm saying, you would answer the question. Maybe I need to teach y'all about that. I think I need to teach y'all more about career strategy. Because some of y'all going to y'all second year in the business. And it's still so much to learn, I'm 18. What steps can I take to make sure I'm the best adjuster on the roster when I join the industry? Big eyes, big ears, little mouth. Okay? You want to be the best? Big eyes, do a lot of research, do a lot of listening, all right? And don't talk, okay? You talk to your insurers. That's who you talk to. All these grown people, don't talk to them unless they're really good, okay? You want to talk to adjusters that are very good, and you want to emulate them, all right? So if you see their file notes, if you're working remote, you see their file notes, like, yo, your file notes look amazing. Hey, send them a message. Hey, what's up? It's Sumi. I just wanted to see how you write file notes. I made so many friends doing that. Emulating good people, emulating success. Success leaves clues, guys. The best adjusters, if you're in an office environment, you can hear them on the phone. Start talking like they talk on the phone. If you find yourself arguing with insurers all the time, they're not. Listen to how they talk to insurers. Then you might learn something. Big eyes, big ears, little mouth. All right. You will become the best by studying policy and being competent in policy. You will become the best by studying, becoming competent in carrier guidelines and how they handle policy. You will become the best by handling claims properly every time, not procrastinating, taking good notes for yourself, calling your insurers back, emailing everybody back, and treating people with respect. And you got to be on work on time. Clock in on time, clock out on time. You do that, and you don't develop a drug habit, you're going to be successful, okay? Is there a central location website that has a list of which carriers associated with particular IA firms? No, call them. Be resourceful. Okay? You only got to get on 10 rosters, guys. Let's not make this any hard. That's 10 phone calls. Hey, which carrier are you with? All right, thanks, bye. Hey, which carrier are you with? All right, thanks, bye. Right? No. That's easy. You don't need to go to a website. You can make the list yourself. How fast can you make 10 calls? You can have all 10 calls done in 30 minutes, guys. I'll do you one better. You can just email them. Email 10 IA firms. Hey, which carrier you work with? Thank you. Man, you got a list. You just made it. You will not fail because of lack of resources. You will fail because you're not resourceful. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing this. Okay? You're going to have to be resourceful as an insurance adjuster. The policy ain't going to just say it in plain English. You're going to have to study. You're going to have to review things. You're going to have to go look and search for stuff. If y'all are working at State Farm and you're not looking at State Farm University every single day for 30 minutes, you're not a good adjuster at State Farm. I'm going to tell you that right now. Every single one of y'all who work at State Farm, if you're ECTA, if you're ECR, if you work in HRT, whatever it is you're working over there, if you're not looking at State Farm University to understand UCS, to understand carrier guidelines, you do not know what you're doing as an insurance adjuster because you don't review your stuff. And I guarantee you, y'all looking at my screen crazy because State Farm University ain't fun to watch or ain't fun to review. I did it. You know, first thing you need to be doing, guys, when y'all getting these deployments, let's go to the next thing. Because sue me, we're going to keep talking about it, all right? I'm going to get on you because you knew. All y'all knew, but you just young. So I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way. When y'all get into these deployments, okay? First day, I don't know anything about anything. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go in. I'm just going to see how they set up a claim. I'm going to see what the claim numbers are. I'm going to see where policy is. I'm going to just look and see how I can click through things. I'm going to click on everything clickable. I'm not writing file notes. I'm not reviewing policy. I want to see how this software system works. I want to see where they save files at. Where do I put this at? Where do I put pictures at? Where do I put estimates at? Where do I email at? Okay? I'm clicking on everything that they give me. And then I'm going to read out, because they're going to give you some type of guideline on how you work your software system. Okay? Next thing is going to happen. After that, I'm going to start looking at policy. I'm going to be reading policy 30 minutes every single day. If I just started on deployment. Okay? I'm going to be reading policy every single day because thing is, once them team meetings start and they start asking questions, that's where you shine at. That's where you show if you're a good adjuster or not, because you're going to start being able to explain policy to management. And they'll say, oh, shit, sue me, she knows what she's talking about. You know, they know what they talk about. Okay, I ain't got no problem with them. They'll be fine. They might not know the software system, but I think they understand this whole thing. After I get through my policy, I'm reviewing policy, I'm either asking management about carrier guidelines. And what I like to do is I like to confirm with carrier. I like to confirm the guidelines. I like to ask about it. I want to confirm it to show that I know something, right? I'm going to be confirming guidelines and reviewing those things with myself constantly so I can know what the carrier wants from me when I see a certain situation. Especially in CAT, guys. When this CAT comes, they're going to give you all these guidelines in a PDF, in an email, and if you don't read it, they're not checking to see if you read it or not. And you're going to be running around like a chicken with a head cut off, not knowing what you're supposed to be doing because you didn't use your resources. You understand? I'm making sense. I'm not mad at y'all. It just gets me pumped up. I get pumped up about this because I want y'all to be good. I really, really want y'all to be really good at this. Because when you're good at this job is fun. It's not stressful. When you're good at this, you get to go eat at nice restaurants all the time and go to vacation and, you know, buy gifts for people and, you know, buy cars and houses and shit like that. When you get good at it, and you're going to get good at it by doing what I'm telling y'all to do. Okay? You will be good by doing the small things. How many people come to these deployments, get their first little $10,000, all right, man, I ain't got to review policy anymore. I know this stuff. And they start screwing up and then they out of there. As an IA, will you be put through a training for companies or are you expected to know how to write a claim upon hire? Jalen Small, this is why we're here today. This is why we are gathered here today. This is the reason for the season because they're not going to train you, okay? They are not going to train you. They're gonna read off a slide for 8 hours. You're going to be half asleep, and that's going to be your training. You ain't going to remember none of it. You will remember none of it. And they're going to give you a little packet of documents or email, a bunch of emails, and say, hey, go do this. Yeah, oh, yeah, by the way, you on phones tomorrow. Set your voicemail up. That's all they're going to do. You're going to be expected to know how to write a claim upon hire. There'll be other people there to help you out, but they're not training you. I just want to be good enough to serve the family. No, that's not good enough. You understand? You need to serve your insured. They just had their house blown apart. They don't know where they're sleeping tonight. Okay? You got to insure. Miss Betty Ann, she down there in Panama City. Her house got blown away. She just paid the mortgage off. She been living there 40 years. She got glaucoma. She's living in a truck. She don't need good enough. She needs your best. You understand? These people are in dire need. The house is on fire, literally. You can't be good enough. You got to be great at what you do. This is like we're dealing with people's lives, guys. They didn't call you because the sun was shining that day. They're calling you because everything went wrong. And that's why they got to call and talk to you. You can't just be good. It's not just a good enough thing, guys. I know y'all haven't handled claims, some of y'all. You are going to hear things that make you want to cry. Talk to somebody's wife that's husband committed suicide and talk about how you're going to be good enough on a claim for them. That's the seriousness of what we're doing, guys. After the police leave, after the firefighters leave, and the ambulance saw that, then we come in. We are next up to handle these people and get these people back in order. You understand? All of us work in this. If you're working auto total loss, y'all don't have to deal with this. If you're working auto total loss, you are dealing with death. You're dealing with major injuries, people being paralyzed, losing kids and family and all that shit. If you're dealing in auto property, in property, especially cat property, you're dealing with people who have lost everything. You need to be good at what you do. You cannot be good enough. All right? Good enough people get fired in 6 weeks, and they say insurance adjustment is not for them. Okay? Learning policy allowed me to stand out on my first deployment and be noticed for it 7 out of the 9 months I was there. Learn policy. Come on, y'all. I talk like this because I care. Okay? I ain't mad with none of y'all. I talk like this because I care. Okay? When I didn't feel like it, dealing with I remember this lady, she had a son, young son. Her husband was on the mortgage. He didn't want to pay the mortgage. He divorced her. Roof rotted out, and I found a way to get her extra, like $5,000 on the roof or something like that. And she's like, are you serious, Stephen? Wow, I can't believe I'm able to do this. Because I was a good adjuster, I was able to bless this woman with some more, Because I was a good adjuster, I was able to get Miss Betty Ann that had glaucoma and couldn't see, that was sleeping in her truck after her house blew away. I was able to find her a home to stay in after every place in that city got blown away. There was no hotels. I'm good enough, not good enough. No, I was good. I'm a great adjuster. So when I was in Canada, I could go through a list of 400 items on a home that all been flooded and damaged, and I can get a check to them. I'm a good adjuster, so I can, when somebody has a total loss property, I can write a $600,000 check and I can get it sent out tomorrow because management believes in my abilities instead of having to get it sent up and it's like, hey, we don't know if Stephen did this claim correctly. You understand what I'm saying, guys? It's some people, y'all, all the total loss folks, if you don't work all the total loss ECRs, y'all are going to be out here. And because you suck at what you do, some family's not going to have that rental car for another 2 or 3 days, and some kid's going to miss school, or somebody's not going to be able to go to work because you couldn't make a claim decision fast enough. Okay? This is what we are doing for a living, guys. We're not just collecting checks and typing on a computer. There's real people that we're affecting, right? So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind, the insured, right? These people need us. They need us to make quick, timely, not quick, but timely claim decisions. Well, it's going to be an approval or denial. Okay? Denials happen too. We don't pay everybody, obviously. But we need to give them a denial so they can go to the next step. Sometimes we need to deny these CAT claims so they can get to FEMA and get some government money. You understand? Questions, comments, concerns. Somebody, anybody. Questions, comments, concerns. Scott ain't mad at you. Okay? Not mad at you guys. Just want y'all to know why we're here, what we're really doing here. Okay? Why we need to be professionals. All right? It's not just about us. We have a lot of people that we got to help. Just want to take a moment and say thank you for all the information. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I'm glad you did it. Do you ever get bashed by the insurer for not being able to help them out after total loss? And have they ever tried to contact your boss before? Scott, you'll be fine. You'll start soon, all right? I waited 9 months, bro. And you see it. You see how it paid off for me, man. It changed everything. It changed everything for me, bro. I got in this business. I became financially free. My best friend got in this business. My sister, my other sister, my cousin, several of my friends, all y'all. If you just wait a little longer, you'll be fine. Bert, what's up, man? Call me, bro. What else I got? So do you ever get a bash? Listen, man. Every claim ain't gonna be an approval. I don't care that the insurer is mad at me about a denial. What we do is we explain. We're gonna explain based on policy. And then we're gonna write notes based on policy about why we denied the claim. And if they want to talk to our boss, if I wrote it correctly, my boss gonna back me up. You understand? But we don't care about no insurer being mad that the claim got denied. You got 120 other ones to deal with. You don't have just one insurer, guys. You're gonna have a queue of claims. You're gonna have literally 120 claims, especially out working cat. You're gonna have 120 people you're dealing with. Who cares if number 115 is mad today? All of them mad. So what? I'm mad. We all mad. Now what? What you finna do about it? You know what I'm saying? How much fluff to put on my resume to get first employment? Let me tell you something, man. You will fail, not from lack of resources, but from not being resourceful. Go back to your roadmap course and go look at look on how to set up your resume. It's right there, waiting on you. Go to gumroad.com, click on your little roadmap, and check your resume tips. It's all there. It's all there, guys. You got a template there. Got a full example of what to do, how to write it. Bash ones, they try to get you fired in the IA, not more along the lines of being upset. Guys, these people don't got that kind of power, bro. Insurers don't got no power to get you fired, dog, because you made a policy decision. This ain't like, we're not customer service. You understand? Independent adjusters are not customer service. They can't just get you fired because they don't like it today. Y'all think I be talking rough with y'all right now. Y'all need to see me with some insurance. I ain't the one. Insurer, I'll be hey, look, Mr. Insurer, I'm gonna let you know that your claim's been denied. I'm seeing your email out, explain everything. Also, I'm explaining it right now, blah, 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 blah. This is why. Wow, why would you say that? Is there anything else I can help you with? They start doing all that jaw jacking. Is there anything else I can help you with? But I need to talk to you. Is there anything else I can help you with? I'll say that until they get the message. I'll repeat exactly that. I'm not saying anything else. I just told you what it was. I'm not explaining myself again. Is there anything else I can help you with? Because we done talking about that part of it. I'm in control. When you're the adjuster, insurance adjuster, guys, you're in control. You're the one that's writing the checks. You're the one that's handling the claim. Your name's on that claim, not nobody else. Don't let nobody punk you. Talking about something, they finna call your boss. Man, look, write that note out nice and tight. I taught y'all how to write notes. I got a file note boot camp. It's $25. I send that link out to all y'all. Y'all can go get that if you don't know how to write your file notes correctly on the denial. I got essential claim handling, hour and a half. Got a bunch of scenarios in there too. Got a bunch of resources for y'all to use. Come on now, I'm gonna keep saying this. All right. Don't be scared no insured. Man, oh y'all. If y'all knew how we talk to these insurers, man. Once you man, better tell them insurers to get that bass out of their voice, talking to you all crazy before you get real mad. You know what I'm saying? Property versus auto, what's your opinion on either? I don't have an opinion on either. You are an independent adjuster. You're not a property adjuster. You're not an auto adjuster. You're an independent adjuster. Okay? Get in where you fit in. And if you don't like it, you can always switch. Okay? You can always learn something in every one of them, guys. I did a bunch of different types of claims. Okay? Questions, comments, concerns, guys. We're an hour and a half into this, 1 a.m. You ever had to go to court for cases before? I have not. I have not been on a deployment to the point of litigation happening. It can happen, but it never happened to me. I've never been deposed, is what they call deposition. Yeah, you got to do a deposition. No, it's never happened to me. Usually, they don't let IAs do that. They usually push it off to the staff when the claims get to that level. They'll just go ahead and push it on over. Y'all just think I'm just funny. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's 1 o'clock my time, 1 a.m. Where I'm at, guys. Let's get a few more questions. I'm gonna check on my oxtails real quick. I'm gonna give y'all 15 more minutes. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns? Let's do it right now. I'm gonna check on my Lord have mercy. It don't make no sense to cook this good. Golly, well, I tell you what. Woo. Y'all, I might have to kiss myself. Y'all still look so good. Lord have mercy. Okay. How you spoke about setting yourself up as an LLC and operating such while applying to rosters, tax write-off, blah, blah, blah. All right, guys. This is for me to you as a business owner. Go make the money first. Okay. Go make the money first, and then you can start talking about taxes and tax write-offs and all that stuff. Okay. Y'all need to be spending no money, no extra money right now. All your money need to be going to getting deployed. Okay. Go make $40,000, $50,000 and then start talking about LLCs and all that other stuff. Okay. Don't be worried about that. That's a small detail. And that ain't the most important detail for you right now. You understand? Your most important detail right now is getting deployed, learning policy, learning carrier guidelines, learning how to talk to these insurers on the phone. You get the LLC, but that's a small little bump in the road, guys. Let's go make some money first. Would you recommend learning other tools outside of Xactimate? That's a great question, Scott. And you'll have all the opportunity in the world to do that once you get deployed. But the problem is, I find with learning things like Xactimate, learning things like Autotex, or any of the auto estimating stuff, guys, if you're not getting deployed tomorrow, you're gonna forget it all. Okay, you can lie to yourself and say you'll study your Xactimate every day until you get deployed. You're not. Okay, and even then, it's not gonna be under stress. So, no, learn it when you get it. When you get the call to get deployed, go study some Xactimate. But other than that, like I just don't see the reasoning behind it, because you might spend the next 3 months studying Xactimate and then get your first auto deployment right after that. And then you never touch Xactimate for 6 months. Now what? Okay, you got Xactimate cert, but you don't know what you're doing. Now you gotta go study again. And then on top of that, like, Xactimate is such a powerful tool, it has so many moving parts. And like it makes it hard to remember. It ain't like learning ABCs, man. It's like taking a driver's test in a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? Like it's really powerful, and it's like it can go kind of anywhere. If that makes sense. Did y'all like this? Did y'all like this today? Did I help y'all out? Y'all want to do this more often? Because we can do it a lot more often if y'all want. Because it's gonna crank up. Y'all let one of these hurricanes hit, y'all gonna be like, Steve, please just pick the phone up. Can I just talk to you for 20 minutes? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared. Janoris Thompson says, is it possible to make $36 an hour, $400 daily without traveling, like in Georgia, for example? If you live in Atlanta, yes. Yeah, it is. It is possible. But you're going to have to pay attention, you're going to be paying attention in the groups, and you're going to be paying attention to your emails. It is possible. And in these, and I've talked about this before, to these hub cities like Houston, Texas, Austin, most of Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, California during wildfire season, you won't have to travel so much. But guys, if you got to go another state over, it ain't the end of the world. We didn't have remote options when 2015, 16, 6, 7 years ago. We didn't have those things available to us. We had to travel, but we got so much experience. Again, this ain't a lottery ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's a career. I would travel 3 hours away if I knew the skill set I was going to learn was going to help me for my next deployment, which it did. And this again goes back to my financial strategy. Career strategy. I would set myself up in a way where, I might take this deployment, make an X amount of dollars, but it's with a new carrier, a new firm, so I can build another relationship, right? I knew I was going to do this at least 5 years, right? We can't just think about the next 6 months, guys. If y'all start making 6 figures in the next 12 months, I'm sure you want to make it another 6 figures 12 months after that, right? So we want to lay the groundwork for a strong career. And if we got to get up out of our bed and put some clothes on and drive for a little bit, I don't see the problem in that. Okay? Guys, listen to me. Y'all gonna make me scream. Y'all gonna make me scream about this property auto stuff. You are an independent adjuster. That's what it's saying in your licenses, okay? You're independent adjusters. It don't say auto on your adjuster certification, on your adjuster license, do it. It don't say property adjuster only on your independent adjuster license, do it. No, I say independent. You take what you can get, guys. Especially for my new people. Take what you can get. We can figure it out once we start working. I did auto for a year and I switched to property. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay? Don't complicate this, guys. Let's go be adjusters. Let's go learn policy. Let's go learn how to write a claim, write a file note, write an estimate. Then we can look at auto or property or PIP or, bodily injury or contents or whatever. But let's just get in the game. Okay? Could you speak more about the opportunity in Atlanta? That's what I want you to do, Jalen. Type in Atlanta in the Discord group. Okay? Type in Atlanta in the Discord group, and you'll see all the opportunities available there. Use your resources. You will not fail because of lack of resources. You will fail because you're not resourceful. What's considered a great general level certification of quote unquote guarantee? No. Stop it, guys. You are going to be the person that guarantees your deployment because you're going to be the one doing the hustling. Enough. You're going to put the work in. You're going to do the networking. You're going to be checking in the insurance into the Discord groups. Okay? You're going to be the one calling people, and emailing people. You are the person who guarantees your first deployment. Not these certs. You do the framework of the course. And then it's up to you to use your hustle muscle, to use your consistency and your determination. I told y'all my story. I was hungry as hell. I was having to do stuff at Starbucks. I didn't have no Wi-Fi at home. I had to go to Starbucks and apply the shit. Because I wanted to get out of that situation. I wasn't looking for a be all end all, one thing, and just snap my fingers and I got it. Do what it takes. Okay? Because once we get in, we don't have a general little thing that we can just click and be like, oh, that's how we handle claims. Nope. It ain't like that. How our process is now sets us up for how we're going to be as adjusters. Okay? That's how it works. I ain't mad with you. I ain't mad with none of y'all. Like I said, I talk like this because I care. I care. I want you to get out of that mindset. I want you to get out of that mindset quickly because it's going to put you in a bad place when you get deployed. Because you're going to take the same mindset to your claims. And your management will get mad with you. They're going to fire you. And I don't want you to get fired. I want you to stay as long as you can. But I can't have you thinking this mindset. I can't have you in that mindset because then you're going to get surprised. You're like, oh, shit, I didn't know it was like that. I want you to know it's like that right now. If y'all think I'm intense, if you think I'm intense, imagine 120 people calling you and they want to check right now. They want it not now, right now. And they mad because you stutter on the phone and they don't like your accent and they don't think you know what you're doing. They finna call your manager. You think I'm intense? All right. Get you a 65-year-old from out there in South Florida who ain't got no roof. Give me a young father with a mole growing in his daughter's bedroom, and you're gonna start figuring out how to talk because they're gonna be grilling you. You know what I'm saying? So just we can talk about that another time. I'm gonna talk to y'all about easy insurance because it's gonna get really intense. As a matter of fact, so we can talk about it another time, guys. We ended 15 minutes. Anybody got one more question? And we're gonna wrap it up. Questions on replay. I hope you got something from this. Would a work phone or work car ever be an investment to make? No. Neither one. I never bought a car as an adjuster. I started a business with a Honda Accord. And that's what I left the business with a Honda Accord. I sold my Honda Accord last year. I never bought a new car in this business. I did field with a Honda Accord. I did all my stuff with a Honda Accord. I always kept one phone. You don't need another phone. Don't be looking for new ways to spend money, guys. Okay? We trying to make money. We ain't trying to spend no money. We trying to make it. So, just one step at a time, guys. One step at a time, okay? That's it. That's it for tonight, guys. An hour and 40 minutes. I'm going to end this broadcast. I appreciate all y'all. I care about all y'all. I do this so all y'all can win. I want to see y'all win. Why? Because when y'all win, your friend wins, your mother wins, your father wins, your spouse, your children, the people that you interact with. Okay? All those people win. Okay? So if I can help y'all win, I can help them people too. But you get to feel good about it because you help them too. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who we get to impact in this life. So, that's why I do these things. Guys, I appreciate all y'all. You got questions, y'all got all my contact information. Y'all can always email me. Y'all can always DM me on Twitter. You can always shoot me a message on Discord. Y'all all have a million ways to contact me. I try to hit all y'all back quick as I can. And we got to get ready. Okay. Like I said, we got 20 days, something like that, before this thing start really cranking up. All right. So I want everybody to be prepared. All right. All right, everybody. Good night. And I'll talk to y'all soon.